Good morning and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Snoops, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Snoops' ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations we give him while we are working with him, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Snoops has been fitted with his own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Snoops is seated nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first command they're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash. Fred and Snoops take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Snoops heel, and then you just start walking and he'll fall right in line on your left-hand side. And we've also gone ahead and incorporated our automatic sit into this, so anytime Fred stops his feet, as he just did, Snoops sits. It's important that Snoops walks at your pace and doesn't try to pull ahead or lag behind. If he does attempt to pull ahead, you say no, give a tug and let go correction, and repeat the command to heel, and then start walking again. There's that automatic sit again. And the next command they're going to be demonstrating for you is a stay command, which is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm an inch or so from Snoops' muzzle, and the one-word command to stay. He then walks out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control in Snoops. Start practicing this one at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3. And when Fred returns back to Snoops, he's going to walk all the way around him, providing an added distraction as he goes behind him, and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Snoops remained seated throughout. Fred gave him a little praise, and they took off heeling again. We'll show you some more of the heel, the sit, and the stay. Here's that automatic sit after he shook it out. He gives him the stay again, back out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or recall command. You call him in using his name in a nice voice. He comes and sits nicely right in front of you. And then we have a move called the finish, where you're going to heel Snoops right around the back of you and right back to that left-hand side heel position, and he sits nicely. Fred will demonstrate one more time. Leave him in a sit stay, out to the end of the training leash. Call him in using his name. He comes and sits nicely in front. And then you're going to heel him right around the back of you and right back to your left-hand side heel position. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands with Snoops about 15 to 20 minutes a day. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine to keep them fresh in Snoops' mind. Next, we're going to show you our down commands. The first will be down from a heel position. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. He then gives him a stay and walks out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build up that self-control in Snoops. Start practicing this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up in increments to about 5. And when Fred returns back to him, he's going to walk all the way around him as he did on the sit stay and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Snoops remains down throughout, and they take off heeling again. Now you see Snoops is doing an excellent job. If for any reason he doesn't respond to one of your commands, the first word out of your mouth is no, followed by a tug and let go correction, and then you repeat your command. I'm going to show you that down command one more time. He gives him the down and the stay, back out to the end of that training leash. And this time he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down position. Call him right into you. He comes and sits nicely. And then the finish, you heel him right around the back of you and right back to your left-hand side heel position. Very nicely done. And give them a second to get lined up for our final command, which will be down from a distance. This will be our down from a distance. You're going to leave him in a sit, give him a stay, walk out to the end of the training leash. It's the only time you're going to use your right hand to give the command, and Fred will drop him into a down from the end of the training leash. Excellent. He then returns back to him once again by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Alright, we've demonstrated for you the obedience commands we've worked on with Snoops here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Snoops, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.